Alright guys, welcome back to another stream. I did start it a little bit early since I haven't streamed in a little bit. We are pulling up the NHL scores right now. Islanders lost to the Kraken last week on 4-1. I believe that was our Thursday night game, and then now they're playing Saturday against the Sabres, which is today in about 30 minutes before they kick off a game on, I believe the next game is on Monday night against Philadelphia at 7 p.m. We'll be live for that. Note the late start time at 7:40 p.m. for that stream. I am busy until then, so I want to stream it late. We might go into Ducks Oilers then, just kind of make it up to you guys a little bit. I'm not used to Ducks Oilers, but we'll have some fun with Ducks Oilers. Then Tuesday night the Islanders are off. Before Wednesday we don't do Islanders Rangers. Islanders Rangers is gonna be covered actually on Nordique 97's channel. I gave you the link to that. So yeah, so you guys have that in the description. I've also posted on my community page. So yeah. Yeah, we are back. So it should be a good time. But yeah, I understand the Sabres tonight, and then Wednesday night, again back to the Rangers. That's on Nordique's channel. Which kind of works out because on Thursday they do a back to back. So Thursday I'll be back probably around 7:40 again, and I don't need my Amazon screensaver, please. For my Fire Stick, so I'll be back around 7:40 again for that one, and then we can do a little bit of, I'm thinking either Caps Red Wings will still be going, would have just started, or we can do Wild Flames, Panthers, Blues, any of those games really we could do later on if we wanted to. A little bit. Friday we're not going to be live. I'm trying to get used to all the teams' rosters, by the way. That's why I'm throwing in some other teams. Friday, there's only one game at 8:30. I might not be able to watch that. I believe that's on NHL Network. Um, Saturday, we will be live Islanders Predators. I believe that is at UBS. Yes, that is at UBS Arena in Belmont Park. The Belmont Park, so I will be live for that on Saturday. I don't know if we play any back to back after that. Do we play on Sunday? No, Sunday I won't be live at all again. That's gonna be, I believe, Stadium Series, which you can actually go over to Nordic's channel. I believe he is streaming the Stadium Series. Hint, hint, if you're looking for a stream. Please tell him I sent you there too. But please, honestly, he's a great channel. Check him out, really. Then we have Islanders Capitals at 7 p.m. on Monday, February 2nd. Again, that one I might be late to. Probably will be a 7:40 start. Tuesday I will be live against Pittsburgh, no problem. That one is 7:30 start, so I'll be live just as puck drop hits probably. So I'll work out there. Wednesday. Thursday we play the Devils 7:40 again, Thursday, February 5th, and then we go over to the Olympic break after that. Will I stream the Olympics? Maybe, maybe not. It depends on what the schedule is like, because I obviously am busy, so we will see what the schedule is like there for the Olympics. I believe it was mainly 10 p.m. streams, mainly 10 a.m. streams, which I looked at, which would be cutting it close. I would be able to do it on Monday and Wednesdays. I have to check though. So yeah, so Thursday the 5th is the last day. Then we have Friday the 6th, which is nothing. Uh Saturday the 7th, which doesn't have much. That's just all women's hockey. We were looking for men's Olympics. So men's hockey starts off with Slovakia and Finland at 4:40. What time is it in Milan now? It's 6 hours ahead. So this one starts at 4:40. So we'll be live. That'll be a 10:40 p.m. start time here. PM. So I'll be live probably for that. Then we have a 9:10 game PM their time, which would put us. Are these in Eastern or? I'm assuming these are in local, right? What if I just buy a ticket to the 1640? I'm not actually gonna purchase a ticket. I just want to see the time because I think it might be in Eastern if I remember correctly. No, 1640 is in Milan time. That'll be 1040, which is fine. That's not a big deal. We will be alive then for 2110 will not happen. That's way too early. 1210 is 6:10 p.m. I think it's 12:10 a.m. So that'll be 6:10 a.m., which I can probably make work. 1640 will not. It really varies. It's gonna be a bit tougher, so we'll really see what happens. Um, so yeah, overall, this looks like a good schedule here. So, again, I'll go over everything later on my schedule stream page. I'll upload it to Eastern time and we'll work with that. But once again, please check out Nordique's channel if you haven't already. We are looking for a puck drop in about 20 minutes, so I'm going to get the NHL rosters really quickly. Projected lineups is what we need. So our lineups for today, it's looking like for the Sabres, it's looking like it's gonna be Josh Doan, Tage Thompson, and Alex Tuck, Jason Zucker, Ryan McLeod, Jack Quinn, Zach Benson, Noah Ostlund, and Helenius, Jordan Greenway, Peyton Krebs, and then Beck Mallenstein, Matthias Samuelsson, Rasmus Dahlin, Bowen Byron, Owen Power, Zach Metza, Michael Castrain, and then Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen's going to start, and Colton Ellis is our backup. Note scratch is obviously Alex Lyon and Tyson Kozak, Zach Jones. For the Islanders, it's looking like it's going to be Jonathan Drew and Bo Horvat returns to the lineup tonight, so hopefully we'll be able to come up with some good calls tonight for Bo Horvat in the lineup. And then we have Emil Heineman. I don't know what Druin's doing on that first lineman. He has done absolutely nothing for the Islanders. That's something that needs to be talked about, but that's all right. Anders Lee, Matthew Barzell, Anthony Duclair join in then, and then it's Chabanov, Pajot, Holmstrom, McLean, Sezikis, Richie, Schaefer, Mayfield, Pellick, D'Angelo, Boquist, George is returning to the lineup in 38. And it looks like we are going with David Riddick tonight for against UPL. So it should be a fun game here. I don't know every player on there, but we do have that. Ryan Pollock is out day to day, so he is not playing tonight, it looks like. So these lines are the most updated. It seems like Pollock is out day to day upper body. Kyle Palmieri's out for the season ACL. Romanov's going to be out upper body, and Varlamov is out with the knee injury. Now, the only thing is Sipakov and Gatcomb are the two scratches. Isaiah George draws in, and I believe McWard was returned this morning. Boquist is also going to be in, so it's going to be Boquist and Clay and stuff, so that's going to be in, and then obviously we get the Bo Horvat back. So that should be good against the Islanders versus that. It's saying Sorokin's not going to be starting. It's going to be David Riddick. We know David Riddick started earlier, so we're going to see what happens here. I believe they lost. I believe later, but Gacom is a healthy scratch. Yeah, it looks like Riddick is going to be starting. Bo Horvat is back. This game is on UBS Arena in Elmont Park once again, so it should really be a good time. So sit back, relax, and I'll be right with you guys right before puck drop, probably in about 30 minutes-ish. It's looking like a 1:15 puck drop. So we'll find out here exactly what's happening, but then we'll go in. So we're gonna have some fun. I'm gonna open it up on my Fire Stick actually because that's gonna help me so much to be able to watch and stream you. I am gonna try to do it this way. We're gonna find out. This is my fourth time using my Fire Stick, so it's a little bit different for me because I've not used it in a while, so keep that in mind. Also, I realized I can watch games. Okay, I won't say it, but I realized there's a hack actually to watch. You guys know what on here. Actually, I will say I can watch NHL Network on my Fire Stick because I just have to get a VPN. Invalid session token. Yeah, it still lets me load it. Okay, Gotham Sports has not been my friend. Something went wrong. Your TV expired. Okay, so basically just sign me out. I mean, I do have a free subscription though, so let me sign in, please. Oh, fun. I have to do a QR code. That's brutally fun. Yeah, everybody wants to do a QR code. Alright, hold on. So yeah, let me get the game up, and I'm keeping an eye on any other Islanders news really quickly. To see if we have any. I don't really think there's any more news around here necessarily. Success. Uh, so we are back. Sabres Islanders should be playing here on my screen momentarily. It is, so we are good to go. I'll see you guys just in a little bit. We're getting set for puck drop here in the first period. And we are back. It's Islanders versus Sabres here from UBS Arena. First period about to get underway. Here from UBS, from Belmont Park, New York. We're going to go over some quick starting lineups here on Base Sports Network before we get going here. It should be a good time. Welcome in if you're just joining us. If this is your first stream, please make sure to like and subscribe tonight as we get started to go into the NHL. Islanders Sabres playing tonight for the second time this season. Islanders lost to the Sabres in a shootout last time after falling 2-0 down. It's going to be Alex Lyon who's playing. That NHL roster is not very accurate. But it is going to be Alex Lyon versus it's going to be Alex Lyon versus that I need to know the and puck is down. Islanders lose the draw. It is still in the Buffalo zone though, but it's on the stick of a Buffalo Sabre here. First period in 1947 left 0-0 game so far. Buffalo tried a little bit of a wide pass there, didn't go through. Big thing for the Islanders lately has been their second periods have been a bit of a struggle. Keep that in mind. Will that continue today? And there's the drive that's turned away by David Riddick. David Riddick versus Alex Lyon, your goalies tonight. It's 1-0 shot on goals for the Sabres. David Riddick with a huge save early on, and it looks like we have a bit of an injury to it looks like it's going to be Thompson here who's limping off. Tage Thompson with a little bit of an injury, but he's just going to go back to the bench. It looks like the refs are having a little bit of a conversation with Thompson. I think he wanted a penalty there. I'm not really sure for what. It looks good. It's going to be McLeod against Barzell on the faceoff. Barzell with the win. It's going to be cleared out by Adam Pelech, but held in by the Buffalo Sabres. Here come the Sabres in the zone. Buffalo. Benson threw it to the net, and it's covered by David Riddick. All Buffalo so far here. Early first period, 18:09 left. Patrick Wallin, his third season as the Islanders head coach. 28-15-5 this season. 27-18-5 this season with the New York Islanders. Bo Horvat returns to the lineup. Keep that in mind. How much a crucial factor will he be tonight? He's not on the ice. Right now it's on the ice is Cizikas, George, Richie, McLean. I don't know why I said Cizikas. He's not on there. Boquist, Cizikas, Jordan McLean. Cizikas is on the ice here. Sabres in the zone now with the drive. Almost found its way in, unsuccessful. Boquist. Boquist is going to try to get it out via Ritchie. They do get it out, not via Ritchie, but it is a successful breakout by the Islanders there. And now the Islanders are back on it here in their zone. Mayfield on it. Mayfield, people are saying, was a key cause. Schaefer there with the drive. He spills down to the ice. Sabres with the drive by Thompson unsuccessful as he gets held by David Riddick. All Buffalo here so far, first period. As we take a quick break in the action here before we get another face-off in the near David Riddick, who has been strong so far for the Islanders this season. I would say the two players that surprised me most, it has to be David Riddick and Matthew Schaefer for the Islanders. Bo Horvat on the face-off. He wins it. It's going to go back to Mayfield. Mayfield now is going to go to Schaefer. Schaefer is going to go to Heineman. Heineman to Horvat with the drive, and we get that shot that we've all been waiting for, and it's turned away by Lyon. Bo Horvat getting a few shots here early. Mayfield on it now in their Islanders zone. Islanders getting set up. Mayfield with the drive almost in. Another drive there by Drouin, almost successful. Drouin hasn't had a goal in a while. He's looking for one too. Buffalo's in with Taves Thompson early. Thompson's in it. And Buffalo with the drive is turned away by Riddick. Good action here, back and forward, 16.5 left in the first period. 0-0 game still. McLeod with the drive off the stick of Riddick, but they keep it in play. Lee with the nice dump in, that will go all the way for ice against the Islanders. Bo Horvat is back, and man, have we needed him. We miss Bo Horvat, and he is back. It's Barzell on the face-off. Near David Riddick. Barzell with the win, and it goes back to Pellick. Pellick's going to clear it all the way down to Lee. Lee's going to go up for a change, so it's going to give Buffalo the puck here. A little bit of a bad change there, but that's all right. And a drive is just sent wide by Buffalo. Holmstrom is going to go all the way down, and they're going to call it icing against the Islanders again. And the Islanders keep icing the puck back to back to back. Sinsikis with the goal. It's 1-0 Islanders and Bo Horvat's return, but I believe they're calling it no goal here on the play. Waiting for the call. Lead over by the refs. It looks like it could be Cizikas' goal. No goal for goaltender interference. It was a 1-0 Islanders lead, but the refs have just called it back 5.5 minutes in. Do you think the Islanders coach will challenge this? I don't really think it's a good challenge. Remember, any failed challenge is an automatic power play for the other team for delay of game. I don't know if you want to give that up here because it could very well be goalie interference. Looking at the replay, I'm not really sure, but the Islanders have made the call not to challenge it. I'm okay with that. And it is all Buffalo now once again. Buffalo in the zone, tried to get a pass off there, unsuccessful. What looked like a 1-0 Islanders lead, 5.5 in, is not a 1-0 Islanders lead. Instead, it's a 0-0 game. On their third shot of the game as well. Third shot on goal. McLean. Back to George, who missed it a little bit. Isaiah George back in the lineup. Islanders looking like a revived team this season now with Bo Horvat in the lineup. What can they do with Bo Horvat? $13:40 left in the first period. We have a 0-0 game. Back here for the rest of the first period. Islanders tied with the Sabres 0-0. Heineman with the drive is shooting out of play. Very quickly, I hope you guys are enjoying the NASCAR 25 content. And a drive hits the crossbar. And the Islanders getting super right now here, and another drive turned away by David Riddick. I just realized I wasn't sharing my screen. There we go. And it's not reset yet. Let me reset it for you guys. There we go. Barzell turned in the heat on the Sabres. What we've been needing the whole time from the Islanders. Mayfield to Duclair with the centering pass, almost successful. Finds its way back to Schaefer. Schaefer going into Lee, who's going to try to jam it in, and it's held by Alex Lyon. And if you're the Islanders, this is what you want to see, especially after what happened with the Kraken. And it's 0-0. By the way, just a heads up, guys. If you guys hear any background noise in about 15-20 minutes, that is because I'm right near Daytona International Speedway here for the Rolex 24. So be prepared there. It might get a little loud, but I'm indoors, so it shouldn't be that bad. Peugeot chips it into Holmstrom. Holmstrom into Schaefer, or Shabanov there. Shabanov is going to turn it away. It's going to go to the Sabres, but Holmstrom recovers it back. It's Simon Holmstrom. Holmstrom trying to pass, but it goes back to Mayfield. Mayfield on it. And Mayfield's just going to hit the boards, and no delay of game call here. Take a shot, get in on all the live action. Scan the QR code now and play your game. After a 7-game road trip, they're hitting the road to Philadelphia for game on Monday, where they will home with the Rangers this week. Paul Horvath just lost his first face-off after winning first 4 games. Islanders have won 50% of their draws here in January, and so much of that has been without the services of Paul Horvath. Down to Drouin. Zucker had to regather his thoughts. Comment for difficult skates of Schaefer helped out by Mayfield. 0-0 game halfway through the first period. Drouin goes to Horvat, who tried to go to Heineman there, and would have been a nice pass if that was successful to set up Emil Heineman. Horvat looks really good tonight out on the ice. 10.5 left first period. We still have a 0-0 game here. We'll take a quick look around the scores around the league, but this is the only game going on, so we'll go over the first period. D'Angelo there trying to get a clear. They will, but it's going to go back to the Sabres here. Samuelson tried to sidestep Richie, but it just goes right into the zone. Back to D'Angelo, back to Pellick, back to D'Angelo. Now it's on Richie. Callum Richie. Richie over to Barzell. Suzuki's off to there. Almost unsuccessful there. Now it's on the Buffalo stick. It looking like a 2-on-3. It will be a 2-on-3, but look out here. Schaefer being pressured away, but he will not turn the puck over. Instead, he'll send it back the other way. Back to Buffalo it goes. The Sabres are on the puck. They're going to try to bring it up and try to get a goal. It's just going to be chipped in. It's going to be Shamanov on it to Mayfield. Mayfield to Duclair. Anthony Duclair, who has been red hot lately. A few goals here. Now it's going to be pressured along the board. It's going to be Sabres on the puck. And they're going to drive a shot by Power. It's going to be tipped away by David Riddick. And another drive is tipped by David Riddick. And another drive is blocked by the Islanders. And now it's Duclair back up. Anthony Duclair goes to Anders Lee. Anders Lee just passed to nobody, but that's all right. Buffalo's going to get the puck. They're going to go up the other way. Good action here. Now it's a steal. It's Barzell. Matthew Barzell. Tried the wraparound there, unsuccessful, had line out, but unsuccessful on the wraparound. Ref calling a penalty. It should be an Islanders red hot power play as of late. Islanders to the power play when we return from this commercial break with 8:43 in the first period remaining. Back here for the rest of the first period, 8.5 left, and it looks like the Islanders and the Sabres got good opportunity, but it's going to be a penalty against the Buffalo Sabres, which means it's going to be an Islanders power play. Anthony Duclair had the last power play goals for the Islanders. Alex Tuckin shorthanded for the Sabres. Holmstrom tried to go to Schaefer, but it goes off of Riddick, which almost got risky, but it's Matthew Schaefer. Holmstrom. 1 for 7 against the power play in Seattle. And they're not even able to get set up now. Our power play is dead last in the league for a reason. It's David Riddick who's going to blitz to Schaefer. Matthew Schaefer. Schaefer is going to set up for Holmstrom. Kept in by Schaefer off the Buffalo clear. Drouin. Holmstrom. Holmstrom couldn't control that pass, and the Islanders have a drive by Schaefer. Schaefer kept it in there. Over the drive, they're unsuccessful. Duclair to Heineman almost with the drive. Six minutes to play in the opening period, 0-0 game.
Sabres making changes with their forward group. You mentioned the speed of Buffalo. It's clear the enough in time. Everything areas right here. And sort of points to that speed. It's Buffalo's D always up in the place. Really talented guys who did other
Islanders trying to get something going. They're not able to. Somehow it's still 0-0. 5 minutes left in the first. There we go, Islanders on the puck. Isaiah George, recently recalled from Bridgeport as of this morning. He's playing in his first NHL game in the season because of injury. Up to Shamanov, who's just going to turn it away, and the Buffalo gets a save, and the rebound goes wide. And now it's Pajot who's just going to blue line it in. 4 minutes left. It's a 0-0 game. Last time these two teams played each other was a 2-0 Sabres lead. Before it went to a shootout, Islanders lost 3-2.
Not the greatest power play, but some chances were actually created from that excitingly Buffalo Sabres, and this is the stuff at the net front is Riddick not having any of it. He gets a freebie from the official.
That game was back in December 20th, 2025. Zucker with the sneak in ended up going in the pads of David Riddick. These two teams again will play each other on March 31. It was David Riddick versus Alex Lyon, funny enough, there in that game. And it's the same here. It's going to be David Riddick and Alex Lyon. Could this game go to another shootout? Both goalies have looked good for both the Islanders and the Sabres, respectively. I'm going to quickly use the bathroom, and I'll be right back, guys.
Horvat working on.
We are back. Horvat in with the drive is saved by Lyon.
Sort of make sure this guy's when that as I agree here. You know, somebody from my perspective, not to get back to the ball up and above, draft is not lead stick, but surprised that line a little bit. You can see he didn't catch that clean. That was in the down hole. They call it the arm. The quickness.
And another drive is saved and held by Lyon. 3:57 left in the first period.
Two great releases. Two guys shoot the puck very differently, but both very efficient. Islanders controlling the face-off dot here this afternoon so far. They've won 12 of the first 17 face-offs that have been taken. Buffalo is last in the league in face-off percentage this season.
Barzell gave it away. It was Jason Zucker almost on a breakaway, but unsuccessful.
Shot goes wide. Lee slowly back to his feet. Brister got through everybody and into the glove of Lyon for the whistle. Andrews Lee, he got interfered with. He's talking to the official right now. Maybe got flipped up high. He wasn't too happy, but Matt Barzell, we'll look at Andrews Lee and watch this. See if we get a stick come up at all. No, there wasn't, but I don't think Andrews Dick, I think there has. Andrews saying that's interference there. Yeah, he catches a little something that actually freed up a nice chance for Duclair. Just continues to find those soft spots on the ice. Off the draw. Isaiah George plays down for Ritchie. Now Ritchie steps and shoots. Blocker save.
Ritchie steps and shoots, and it's a blocker saved by Lyon. Three minutes left in the first. Ritchie shoots at another save by Lyon. No rebound available, but it goes out. It's going to be Boquist pressuring. Now it's in the zone again. Saved by George, who just passed it to the middle of nowhere.
Just got the blue line by Chris. Mallon stuff. Make sure nobody jumped on the ice over the boards before he played that puck. Simon Holmstrom deal with Rasmus Dahlin up there in the center logo. Eventually Holmstrom on the no pick. The Islanders took that working the motion from Buffalo came up so quick, so fast and executed. The Islanders have taken over this game. I think based off of that, Buffalo, the speed's gone out of their game. The Islanders continue to clog it up and get some good looks in the offensive zone as well. Dahlin sends it all around. Couldn't get it off the boards cleanly. Feeling there with others. Three Sabres. It comes free, and here goes Emil Heineman outside.
Emil Heineman, one side. He's going to send it. He's going to chase his own chip, though. He's almost got there. It's going to be a board battle here. Heineman involved. Now it goes to Drouin, back to Heineman, who's unsuccessful. Jonathan Drouin needs a goal today as we approach 1 minute to play in first period of regulation time. That's going to go all the way down for Matthew Schaefer, the 18-year-old prospect here in Long Island. First overall draft pick, and there's the drive that's saved by Lyon, and he's going to give it back to the Sabres. The Sabres are going to try to go up 1 minute in the period. Sabres in the zone now. They're trying to someone's trying to break the ice here. It's going to be good by Bo Horvat. Horvat's just going to send it all the way down, no icing, because it gets intercepted by a Buffalo Sabre. Now the Sabres are on the puck. The Sabres are going to go up the ice. Nothing's here. Nothing found here. Are they going to pass it? Yes, they will, but it's going to be pressured off by Duclair. Now it's another board battle. Schaefer winning that board battle, though. It's going to go to Barzell. Barzell is going to find Heineman. Barzell. What a save by Alex Lyon off of a Barzell shot there. 18 seconds left in the first period. It's going to be declared a Lee. Lee with 10. D'Angelo to Barzell. Barzell with the drive shot wide. Pellick has it with one. Barzell with another drive. And it looks like it goes wider. It was saved by Lyon at the end of the first period. We stayed tied 0-0 game. Good shots, but everything was saved by the two goalies. Could we be seeing another goaltender duel here on Long Island? I'll be back for second period action coming up next. And as we have more internet issues, the Islanders are trailing 1-0 as the Buffalo Sabres score via Jason Zucker.
Not a great start after a really strong first period for the Islanders. 12th goal of the season for Jason Zucker, playing his 800th NHL game on this road trip. This is game number 802 for Jason Zucker. And the Buffalo Sabres come out, strike early in period number 2. Coming down again, an open look for Owen Powell, but he flubbed it. They set it up again, checked it up on Riddick, and the rebound just away from Benson. Islanders with another good look. That time it was Byron who got it through. The Sabres have come out and taken over the second period. Noah Hudson takes a little help from the Islanders. Down towards Power, stripped by Isaiah George, and George looking for an exit. Islanders stripped up by Anders Lee for Baskin Waters. Now a power play for the Buffalo Sabres. Yeah, Anders Lee's going to get all errands.
Going to be a power play for Buffalo now.
Came up from Isaiah George, the defenseman, did a nice job just jumping right through. But earlier on, Dave Riddick needed to be sharp to keep this thing. Just one goal. Power fanned on that. Buffalo just continued to come rapid fire with bodies at the net, much like the goal we just saw. A little frustration there for the Islanders. So the penalty comes 45 seconds after the goal that put the Sabres up one. The Sabres, who had 6 shots on goal in the first period, had 4 in the first minute, 18 in period 2. Buffalo punches this one around. Sabres power play ranked 20th in the National Hockey League at 19%. It may be trying to get there were so many weeks been unfortunate right the if you're not you need to have someone talking, and lucky this thing got out. So I don't think Mayfield knew how much talking. Darlene along the board. Got the pass through Mayfield. Zucker, backdoor killing. Dome and Pellick got there together. Pat Joe slipped around Osler and helped down the ice by Holmstrom. A really good job by Islander preventing him to take throwing. That was a 2-0 game right there. Just get a stick on that deal. You basically get a little sloppy, Zucker winds it around towards Josh Stone. Osler, Stone returns it. Now they send it out for Dolly. Thompson shot the hook in the rig.
And Riddick with the save there. Horvat on the breakaway. Shorthanded is turned away by Lyon. Chances after chances for both sides. 1-0 lead for the Sabres. Horvat still in shorthanded. He's just going to chip it and kill off some time. Now the Sabres are on it. Alex Stock trying to go up the ice. He's going to pass the puck. Sabres are up. The ice being pressured by Schaefer and the Islanders. Holmstrom pressuring now with the lead. Islanders try to get a good kill. There it is. Matthew Schaefer, 10 seconds on the power play left for Buffalo. 1-0 lead right now for the Sabres. Here, back up they go. Buffalo in the zone, and the power play is over there. And a second chance after the power play ended is turned away by Riddick. Chances after chances. Schaefer on the ice for a minute and a half here. Islanders need a desperate change. They'll get it here. It's going to be with Anders Lee, who's just going to chip it in. Islanders finally getting a change. Both teams are going to go off the ice. It's 1-0 Sabres right now. Shots are 5-1 in favor of the Sabres in this second period. Barzell is going to go to George. Isaiah George, the rookie here. Islanders declare it without a stick. He needs to get a stick quickly. And Isaiah George will get the clear. Anthony Duclair will go off and try to get his stick. And it's a 1-0 game right now for the Sabres. Barzell tried to go to the backhand and did get back line by him. The Highlanders down 1-0 to the Sabres.
To get back in your statements. Well, all at incredible value. It's more than an SUV. It's your Equinox. Right now, well-qualified buyers can get 1.9% financing on all 2026 Equinox models. Or current qualified lessees can get this 2026 Equinox for around $269 a month. Snap more than the ball? You got specials. Jump shot, leave your knee shot? You got specials. Face down after that face on? You got specials. But Orland Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, and foot and ankle. So you can feel better faster. It's been a nice response for the New York Islanders here at Tony DeAngelo. He's been on his toes all game, but there's also an understanding of whose man is your man in the neutral zone, and there's Tony DeAngelo, and this is who he's he's got to watch. You see, the defenseman Samuelson, he's on the wrong side of the ice. So Tony D'Angelo, he's got free reign to jump and pounce, knowing that that's his check right there. And as he keeps his eye on, well, if that guy's not going to get the puck and you can beat him to it, you got an opportunity to step up. Just a great read. You see it catches Buffalo on a third time 3-2. Just continue to pour it on as Lions continues to stand tall. Wasn't for a couple of incredible saves from Alex Lyon. The Islanders would be back even, but for now, they're looking for the equalizer. If I think George don't put it on, now Richie comes up.
13 and a half out left. Islanders looking for the equalizer here. Second period. Ryan McLean tried to backhand it in, and it's timed and held by Lyon.
The good work put in there by what we call the line tonight. Now Richie has spent almost every game playing the center ice position. Has been moved off to the wing. Simple target gets full of RB. Scratches up front for the Islanders this afternoon. Islanders using all their healthy bodies on defense. Ryan Pollock making his first game of the season, playing with an upper body injury. Colton Ford was reassigned to Bridgeport earlier today when Isaiah Gordon was called up. Texas Pat's been on the ice. Holmstrom gave it away. All power. Got that one through his feet, so it looks like he was going to catch it. Grab that one. Just let it go right on the body here. That shit got stick on. Angelo Hudson back looking over the shoulder. Grabs the puck. Chappell steps back to Holmstrom. Got Dylan Angelo coming to Holmstrom. Search.
Holmstrom. D'Angelo with the drive unsuccessful.
Mayfield at 5. That shot. Back across the body of one. The back forward. Right back through the second line. Back to the line. Fighting. That's on the for Boston. Top over for Duffy. Dolly. Waits with it. Through the front of the net. Picked up by Horvath. Buffalo going to change this. Could be up for the Islanders again. Taken away by Tucker the Belgian. He just didn't have any speed there. The puck got picked up to him. Things closed quickly. Headed into the shift of that part. Griffiths one down by Callan. Quickly taken by Tuck. Alex Tuck taking drive. Hands it on. Kelly couldn't get that pass through for Lee. Barzell with Lee staying inside. Twisted to Duclair. 8 goals in the last 8 games for Anthony Duclair. He played for Barzell. Barzell, rip around. Taken by Sucker. Right through the middle of the ice. And it's a long line. Never thinking to like Barzell. Adam Pellick over the ice. Comes down for Barzell. Feeling of power. Final. No one. Final. Target. 20. Zucker with quick in front. Zucker looking. Drop it back.
And a save by Riddick somehow off of Jason Zucker, and it's not 2-0 Sabres. Barzell. Lee from a top angle almost got it through. Richie shot kicked out by Lyon. Islanders getting chances. Jolene off the post and another chance is blocked. Shamanov, 8 minutes left in the second. And Shaper goes off for hooking.
Dear winter, we're coming. Our squad of vehicles, with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, is ready to take you on. Safety is the name of our day. Bundle up, Toyota. Right now, you can lease the Tacoma for just $259 a month, or get 2.99% APR for a full 72 months on a new Tundra. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places. Let's ask tonight's candidates. Cadillac Jury question. Lindy Brown, one of 4 active head coaches who was also a head coach back in the 2010-2011 season. Lots of people one time in those office. Put them who they are. It's incredible that you think, well, there must be at least a dozen guys still doing there, but see, the wave of coaches take over. Hard to believe there's only 3 others. Tune in to see today's Cadillac Tour review. Posturians are using the hashtag Cadillac Tour. The 10-11 season for Lindy Ruff was also the last time the Buffalo Sabres made the playoffs. So the Sabres have run through countless coaches between Lindy Ruff and Lindy Ruff. Steve Thompson checked some of his power play as well. I hope that they This year.
Sabres on the power play, Schaefer in the box. Shorthanded to Holmstrom and Pajot. Holmstrom straight into the glove of line. He's going to play at 1 minute and 30 on the power play for the Sabres. Simon Holmstrom could have passed it to Pajot for a goal, but unsuccessful. Here they come again with Horvat. Horvat this time with the drive up and wide. Cizikas is still on it. Cizikas wanted to go to Horvat there, unsuccessful. One of the Sabres breaks the stick. 50 seconds left on the power play. Islanders with short-handed chances. Are they starting to get warmed up a little bit? There we go. We get the clear out of the zone now. 40 on the power play left. Line comes out to play. No Islanders pressuring. Islanders, Pajot, Holmstrom, and Horvat, all three have had looks. None have gone in, but it's a good penalty kill. 25 left on the penalty kill. Holmstrom again tried to pressure in that offensive zone, not successful. Holmstrom and Pellet couldn't find each other. Wide open net, and Pellet couldn't connect on the puck. And here they go again. It's a 2-on-2 here. Lee's up there to Schaefer. Schaefer with the drive and saved and held by line. The Islanders have started to wake up. It's 1-0 Buffalo still with 5:57 left in the second period. But the Islanders have finally started to wake up. And it is about time that we get something going.
At JP Morgan Chase, the investments we make help make businesses happen, that make jobs happen, that make communities happen. Together, we make momentum happen. First up, the penalty kill. That's what's for the Islanders. It started here. Right here. He's trying to buy time for Pajot to get there, but he's also buying time for himself to move into a good scoring spot. That one first drive right there. High in the ten, and he's got to play moving. So what do you do at that time? Horvat coming in. He tries the blocker. And Ryan answers that. Casey Stiggins, he was upset. This play right here, thought there should have been a penalty, but that didn't stop the Islanders again. Yeah, Simon Holmstrom again was the second 2-on-1 of the penalty kill decided to pass this one, and then they're in it. Taylor Schaefer comes out of the block. Another great scoring chance between the half bars. Alex Lyon still standing tall. Now a penalty triple by Taylor. He took it around.
And now it's going to be an Islanders power play. And Boquist fired a drive wide. Islanders showing 1-0 40 on the power play. Sabres get the clear.
After a strong kill where the Islanders couldn't figure it out, find themselves in position with some tired bodies on the ice here. And if you're the Islanders, you can't let the frustration of that power play creep in. For the next 2 minutes, it's over with now. You've got another 2 minutes left in the period. I think they would play well in the second period, aside from the first couple shifts. Just go back at it. There have been 4 power plays in this game, and it featured a combined 0 shots on goal between the Sabres and the Islanders. Meanwhile, the Islanders with 3 shorthanded shots while they were killing a couple of minutes. Straight cheating. Certainly is. Jack Quinn elevates this puck out. D'Angelo ahead for Shadow. Carries it. Flip it down behind it. Ends it about something in a crease in line. Was aware of that. Simply not get a little bit of time. But it wouldn't look for D'Angelo. Hyder. Gets out and swings. Shoots that one in the back of the leg against the Druid. Directed to right from by Castleman. All the power. Pass that just jumped off the stick of the cloud. Across the ice for Castleman. Not the cleanest. So that's it for Rumble. Try it again. Minute and a half to go in the period. Here's Stone. Slipping it around Shaper. D'Angelo comes over. Shaper won't hit the zone. Zangus. Now for Dome. Dome centering pass goes right to Shaper. He'll find there, the ice where he can operate from with John Stone front stick with smooth skating Matthew Shaper. Pass cut off by time just outside his own ball alongside. With exactly a minute to go, it's pressed to the Angel. Keep the bigger. The defensive, the Angel. Got a good shot. The Angel with a good punch on the lead. We're looking at the forward side of things. One of the funny things when you get to roots in the same mentality is the security by taking penalty. By the looks of it, I think we're going to be staying 5-on-5 here. They'll look pretty hard ones, but it doesn't take much. It's Tony D'Angelo. Still going on here right in front of the official. He knows his boundaries. Well, let's look at Tony D'Angelo, and you'll see this. That's him in the corner of the screen. But watch how things maybe got aggravated here as it goes along. Just a little shot from Krebs. That's enough. And then it comes more back. Then all of a sudden you get 10 skaters on the ice saying, you're not going to get the last push. I love it. Like the Horvat, this is one of the book. Such cracks right into the ice. It's that mentality, you know, the Wolfpack mentality that both teams have. If both teams want to get in there and defend each other, they love to see it on a Saturday afternoon. Final minute of play here in the second period. The Sabres has scored the first minute of the period. See what the last minute happens. So, thank you. Takes Benson off the punt. Pellick, little short pass to Bartel. A creative way to get this guy make field. That pass intended for two players. Slowed up by Tage Thompson. And Thompson takes it down the wall. Pellick cut him off. Taken by Benson, though. Knocked off balance. New player at Leach trying to take the puck away. 20 seconds to go. The stick of Osler's broken. Here's Leach charging through. He's taking off the puck and a hit from the lead. 20 seconds remaining as the puck out of the stick. 3-on-2 penalty here from Buffalo. Thompson hits Benson. Turner Benson.
2-0 Buffalo now with 11.4 in the period. It's Zach Benson and a goal for the Sabres.
Because of that, at both ends of the period, it's 2-0 for the Sabres. And this group of Islanders, clearly probably a little tired, is going to need to find a way to solve why who stood on his head, but it's not for a lack of chances.
And we get set for the third period here very shortly in about 15-20 minutes. It is 2-0 Buffalo here in Long Island. Back for the third period, Islanders trailing Buffalo 2-0. 3-0 Buffalo.
But the Sabres, they hucked away. I think for Matt Shabanoff there, you can't be half in, half out as he tried to throw that thing off the wall. It goes for the stick. That one finds its way. Flying ball. The Zucker's got another. You mentioned it, Hicks. I mean, to start the period, you got to get it's got to be in, it's got to be out right at the line. It's very important. Just get through that first minute, get through that last minute with some hard plays. Let everybody get into the period. The Islanders failed miserably in the important moments of this game. Obviously, the first minute, last minute of the second period, down the first minute of the third. So you kind of forget about it because there was an enriching between, but it's the last 38 seconds of game time for the Buffalo Sabres. But for the 1-0 game, but 3-0 game just left in. So now the hill is steeper for the Islanders to climb back into this one. But I think at this point, guys, you're saying they're not playing a bad game. No, they're not scoring, and they're having these lapses that are winding up in the back of their net. Yeah, it's more the mental thing than the physical. I thought maybe you could dial yourself in, but right, absolutely not the case. It's just those momentary lapses that put you behind. And Cal, you talked about how Lyon continues to get stronger. You got to figure, hey, you got to get one soon here. Obviously, I know you're down 3-0, and you got less than soon here. Obviously, I know you're down 3-0, and you got less than 19 minutes left to play, but you got to chip away at him sooner because he continues to get in the zone. I'm thinking in the next 5, if you don't get one then, by that time, Lyon's just going to continue to look even bigger and taller. And he gets bigger and taller every time the Buffalo Sabres march down the other way and put one in the other that time to leave. So, getting him on, down to climb down. A shot knocked down by Kessel right never even got down. That's why this one floated out to center.
We'll stay tuned in case Islanders come back. Rarity is odd though. It's looking like 3-0 loss. We didn't say it by Riddick.
Goes up. You got 5 Islanders going off for change. Watch Riddick as he creeps up well above the low table. Probably absolutely nothing. This will be a great look. Is there any net shoot out there from the perspective of the puck? Not really. It's Riddick fights that one off. Sabres control the face-off. Riddick will come out as he will play. Riddick having another one on team. Just like he did on Saturday in Calgary, where he hasn't seen a whole lot of action. He's given up 3 goals on 14 shots. The follow up to a game where he gave up 4 on 19 shots to the Calgary Flames. Shabanoff, Holmstrom battling behind the net in the offensive zone, but it's cleared out by Metson. Isaiah George here in his Pioneer season debut back on it. I gave it up and center right for Mallet's done. And Mallet's done. Take it off by both. And they'll move it back for George. 21-year-old night, Jacob George. First game this season with the Islanders. Tenders going the year's first format for an injury-filled first half of the season. The pace is so much higher up here, Brett. I think he settled in nicely. A lot of really took others in the cup for just a matter of this being quickly recorded. And then he walked himself nicely in regard. This pass across the skates of Myra. Now Richie. And so the ball was behind it, and for sure, Bengal fire tree and great there. High stick here, and it's both fire will have to face off. Taking it to the. Oh, I'm getting here. If you're lined up here, and you've got to go in the middle of this score.
Right. And how do we make that happen?
I don't know. But it does. Makes sense if you're one of those citizens. Official bank of Eli Manning. Now, perhaps the biggest surprise about Isaiah George was that it took him this long to get called up. But he played the first 14 games of the season and got off to a late start because of a training camp injury. Suffered an upper body injury on November 14th, missed a month, came back December 13th, played 4 games, and then hit a lower body injury that had him miss another 3 weeks. He will get back in the lineup 6 straight games for the 34 Islanders before he was scratched last night, called up this morning to make his NHL season debut. Got a rough start to the season for Isaiah George. Now, trying to make the most of the NHL time. Tied him in shape for a time. And he got Boy, he just took the really good one day now. Get to the outside. Drew in and shot missed the mark here. Individual number goes. Won't be scoring chance. He decided to test it on the pitch and wide. Was interesting to about the shaper. Looked like he had a chance to jump out. It's that field long. It's a young man. I have to do it also. There goes it. That's what I'm for. His first round picks for local. And when he had the team that missed the playoffs for 14 straight seasons,
And the Islanders just don't look like the Islanders once again. It's the same thing every single week. We just look too weak here. And it's 3-0 Sabres. To be honest with you guys, I don't even want to stay on the stream right now, but I will anyways. Because you never know, the Islanders could just wake up all of a sudden and be like, yep, we're going to be a good team now. I don't think it will happen, but you never know. Feel bad because it's not even their coach's fault. Just the team overall has no motivation to play and win. But
it's your chance to get back. And you say, all an incredible battle. It's more than just me. Right now, well-qualified buyers can get 4.9% financing on all 2026 Equinox models. Or Jones qualified lessees can get this 2026 Equinox for around $269 a month. Sabres leading the Islanders, but Scott Mayfield, our defender defensive play, finished his check on back Mallenstein. It was a great read because Mallenstein, he's on his back end, no position to get that puck to the front of the net. A good read by Mayfield as he eliminates him. And at the other end, some chances. We talked about the speed from Heineman as he caught Doan, the forward back playing defense, and just so composed. And the net was lying. Knew where that thing was coming, and he watched it just close up with the help coming from the side. How many places for Heineman to go there? Pajot will take the face-off. Islanders running short on time now. 13:46 to go in the third period of the first home game since the first week of the new year. After the last 7 games, 16 days on the road. Back home for 1-1. Still up for the first goal here on home ice. And on the medium, because Alex Lyon punched one away. He's made 22 saves in this hockey game with this one. Flipped it by the other end. Faces Zucker. He's got 2 goals, so he goes down a little extra chunk in his stride here today. Flowers assisted on the couple. David up to ship it off over for Pajot. Pajot turns on Dali. Pajot still with it. Dali was still with him. Cal Ritchie. Plays it across to D'Angelo. Ritchie down the wall, trying to turn Stamos in that long range of it. Stamos and took it right off his stick. It's a young group in Buffalo bringing in big that. Apparently, both their forwards and their deep, but they're learning how to win. What that means is, in a game that they're up 3-0, they're probably not going to give you anything for free. And Lydia Russ ain't bringing that to these guys. I think that's why you see some stats. But what does that mean for the New York Islanders? It means you don't expect things to maybe happen off the rush and then at the start of a game. It's going to be a group that taps it in front of their net. You can see their record on the road recently. A big part of that is playing with the lead, which they've done extremely well. It's going to be tough for the Islanders. I look to a group like this. It's probably going to play below the goal line. Maybe that's the way they hear just outside the score. A lot of times you talk about it. Young team, and you talk about projecting the need to learn how to win. Well, that might still be true of these Buffalo Sabres, but they've been really good at closing out hockey games. You just from the top goes up the bar and stay out. Buffalo's 21-1 when leading at start of the third period. They have already expected what was the 2-0 lead to 3 here at the start of period 3. It's just got it away from the net. Buffalo, there comes Kesselring. Kesselring and toxicity gets inserted himself into the conversation. They came away with it. Oh, their D skates so well. One like that, Kesselring, it just looks like it's coming up your end, but it's been a constant thing for that this entire season, but we're seeing it today as well. The effects of it. There comes his shot redirected.
Horvat with the shot redirected. Islanders need 3 more to tie, 4 more to lead. When do you pull Patrick Wall up? Rather, David Riddick.
Full cover up for the whistle. I mean, you look at this Eastern Conference standings and how tight it is. The other thing to look at is that both wild card teams are right now an Atlantic Division team, which means they're only guaranteed 3 spots. The Metro Islanders hanging on to that 3rd spot right now. Yeah, that's something you got to be aware of. Is it good? Is it bad? Well, you pick. When you look at what's going on in the not too far behind. But look at that on Monday, right? How things can change. But certainly, it's all about right now. These speed points and that's well, it's getting late.
I want to call Pat Joe. The shot went behind the net. The NHL will look down. That one high up off the glass. The Islanders moving up down the playoff spot by the Atlantic. Where they're situated right now. It have to be the Flyers. Hold on them and take that third spot for Metro Atlantic.
I think they can play nearly as good as they're capable. They'll be there. And Islanders look ahead, not behind. But you know the cavalry's coming, and the Metro will get stronger and get down to the finish line.
Flyers went in and got a win in Denver. Not too many teams can say they've done. I think two. That's McLean. Right. Jack Quinn. Quinn and Quinn. Wire bounces. He gets Kessler and Kate.
9 minutes here, but New York needs at least a point to have a chance at the playoffs this year.
Orban with its own track. Couldn't get the second one through the skates of Kress. This one coming through Answay. Passes in his skates. Got the focus. Sent over in Hyman's direction. Pass to the blue line. Schaefer not over there. Close enough to the board. Take that before it left the zone.
I think he wants a full head of steam here.
Remember, the Islanders are down by 3 against the Winnipeg Jets. Came back to tie it, but lost the game. They're going to need something today to make it work in the next 8 minutes and 55 seconds. Anything will work. Just one goal would be helpful. Down by 3, though. When do you pull David Riddick? Here are the Buffalo Sabres in the offensive zone. Islanders trying to tie back. Buffalo trying to make it 4. Juan without a stick.
And he hangs on. 7:52 to go. Islanders need 3.
Islanders need 3 to have a chance at winning or getting tied up. They will not get it if you ask me.
Genesis GB70 and GB80. Lease the GB70 for $349 or GB80 for $390 per month. Exclusively at your tri-state Genesis retailers.
Dear Winter, we're coming. Our squad of vehicles with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive is ready to take you on. Safety's the name of our day. Bundle up. Toyota. Right now, you can lease the Tacoma for just $259 a month or get 2.99% APR for a full 72 months on a new Tundra. Yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
At St. Francis Cardinal, we're not just regional products. We share our greater success with the world. We don't just pioneer technology. We do it more than anyone on Greater Long Island. And we don't just win awards. We deliver greater outcomes for people like you. As new SOMI specialty designated cardiac centers, we're not satisfied with just being good. This is Long Island. This is St. Francis Heart Center. And Greater lives here.
Well, down by 3 with 8 minutes to go. Where are the goals going to come from? Well, we can tell you where they have been coming from since January 6th. It's Anthony Duclair and then a whole cast of characters that have chipped in a couple here and there.
Yeah, it's great for Anthony Duclair, but you look up and down, there's some big things missing. Guys need to step up. There's guys going through right now. The likes of Druid haven't scored in a long time. Maybe those guys just need one, but Maybe it's the stick of Jonathan Drouin that he's using. Cal, how about this? Using Casey's stick. I didn't know there was that many goals in a Stika stick.
Who knew, right? I mean, you got guys using Stika sticks just starting to light it up, and maybe everybody should grab a little bat. No lefty should grab a bat to Casey's because the offense seems to have dried up. We saw this the last time Bo Horvat went down with an injury, right? The offense just tends to dry up because things trickle downhill, and now that he's back, maybe Islanders can start to find it. They obviously had it sometime today, but it's more a product of Alex Lyon than it is a product of them not creating chances.
And Cal, we'll keep an eye to your right. See if the Islanders, how soon is that goalie hole going to come tonight? They have had chances. Maybe with possession here, you're going to see Riddick come way early.
On the last 8 games, they've gotten 11 goals out of a guy with Zizekas written on his stick. They've got 8 from Duclair. They've got 3 from Casey as well. Start passing him in the bench, Cal. 7.5 to go. This one flipped up. That's a high stick. And a whistle and face-off will come back out into the neutral zone.
It's incredible what a little change like that can do, though. We're talking about this Zizekas stick in someone else's hand. It's so much of a mental game, and I found just maybe taking a quarter of an inch off my stick or adding one, or your tape job just looks a bit different. You know, just changes your psyche, and all of a sudden different parts of your games come on. Yeah, it's a bit of a placebo effect, no doubt, but the placebo effect is real, and for Duclair, it's a real thing right here. It's gone to his legs in every part of his game.
Story for Duclair as he tried it in practice. He said the first shot he took, he liked it, felt good, but I'm going to use it in the game, and he did. And that was the night he went for 5 points and a trick against New Jersey, so hasn't switched back. That shot. You got to get a little lucky. That one just stuck to his pad and never crossed the line.
When it's going your way, it's just.
And the Islanders are pushing, but not enough. It is still 3-0 Buffalo here. Islanders are just looking a bit weaker on their goal line. Their goal scoring abilities, they have it in them, but Alex Lyon is playing the defensive masterclass of a lifetime.
But that one looked like it had as good a chance. David Riddick now on the bench for the New York Islanders. 6
and the Islanders pulled David Riddick. It's Matthew Schaefer. Islanders need 7 minutes in the third period. Schaefer. Matthew Schaefer on the puck is being pressured by many Buffalo Sabres. Drouin is involved as well. It's won by the Sabres, but Horvat is there. He's going to recycle. Horvat to Shabanov. Shabanov to Schaefer. Schaefer to Shabanov. Shabanov being pinned by 2 Sabres. Shabanov with the move. Shabanov tried to go home. Some Islanders are going to get it in. Lyon came out. He retreats. And the Sabres shoot the length of the ice. Icing is the call against the Sabres.
A solid 12 to 15 feet on Quinn there. Just a great effort. And somehow the Islanders find a way back in this game. Look no further than that point. Maybe be the catalyst. 22-mile-an-hour burst from Simon Holmstrom there. Patrick Law made one change as Heineman shot blocked by Zucker.
Heineman shot blocked by Zucker. Horvat. Drouin to Horvat with the drive, almost in. Schaefer. 6 to go in the third. Heineman with the drive is saved by Lyon. Islanders now waking up and getting chances. Is this what they needed? 6 minutes, 3 goals. Anything is possible. It's not over just yet. It looks like it is, but it might not be. Who knows? Heineman. Darlene's going to get the clear. It's into the empty net score. And that will do it. It's 4-0 Islander, 4-0 Sabres. Fans heading towards the exit. And does Patrick Wall lose his job tonight?
Oh, sauce on that, huh? That thing was laying flat as it hit the ice. Because sometimes you put it online, it can kick one way or the other.
I think that's the centerman saying thanks for the assist.
So Rasmus Dahlin, his 8th goal of the season, sends a few fans towards the exits here at UBS Arena. The Islanders now down by 4 with under 6 minutes to go.
It's a missed opportunity on home ice for these fans that are following you, so excited to get back, and we illustrated all the reasons why this is a tough match for the Islanders coming off of that road trip. This genius goal called off early on, sort of you feel this place was ready to go, and as time went on, fans kept looking, but just Alex Lyon's night.
Oh, another one.
5-0.
Got a tip on the Samuelson shot. It gets by Rick, and it's now 5-0 Buffalo.
Well, it's 5-0 now. This hasn't been a 5-0 hockey game. You know, people look at the box score after, I think the Islanders got ran out of the building, but the goal scorer tough. He's on the wall right there. Nice job by Sanderson.
And the Islanders just doing absolutely nothing. Do we fire Patrick Wall or do we keep him?
Also tough for Riddick and a guy you mentioned, Brendan. Hasn't seen a lot of pucks. A couple ones early on. Couldn't quite track it because of weird bounces. And just like that, there's 4 of them that have got past him with the extra Dahlin insurance marker into the empty cage.
Well, you're right, Hicks. I mean, a 5-0 game. It's definitely not a 5-0 game. If you're here watching, but you know, again, some missed opportunities, some momentary lapses in crucial times for the Islanders, and this is kind of what happens, unfortunately, for David Riddick. You know, a tough kind of night, but it was a better hockey game than a 5-0 game for sure. Dave Thompson trying to force it to the goal turnaround, and it holds from Benson, and Riddick getting into it again behind the play.
I don't think any of the Islanders saw that at all.
Holmstrom trying to pinch in to keep it alive. Pajot gets a cross check to the back from Kessel. Right penalty coming up against Buffalo.
And the Islanders will go to a very useless power play. That's 5-0 right now, 4:36. If we can at least get a goal here, that would be nice.
Eligible Costco members get exclusive offers on select 2025 and 2026 Black Lyric Optic and Vistic models. Visit your local Cadillac dealer today.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became America's best-selling trucks. 33 million trucks later, we've kept that title every year since. F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 49 years and counting. And Ford, the most awarded brand for...
And the Islanders pushing no clearance, and they're doing absolutely nothing here in the third period.
Chevy Equinox is more than an SUV. It's your chance to give back and your safety check. Well, all at an incredible value. It's more than an SUV. It's your Equinox.
Right now, well-qualified buyers can get 1.9% financing on all 2026 Equinox models. Or current qualified lessees can get this 2026 Equinox for around $269 a month.
Islanders trailing by 5. Stay tuned after the game. We'll have highlights, we'll have analysis, we'll have player reaction on the Mercedes-Benz Islanders post-game show coming up next year on MSGSN with Shannon Hogan and Cal Clutterbuck.
Here's the penalty. It's going to be Kesselring going. Just a cross-check. You extend the arms like that right in front of the official while he's going to go sit. And for this Islanders group, has not been your day. Doesn't mean it's got to be Alex Lyons. He's going to have the last laugh no matter how this thing ends. But a chance to get something going here. We mentioned new units, and I know this is nothing time right now as these guys go out for the final power play, but need to get something going here heading into Monday in Philadelphia with these new look units.
Richie, twisted on the Holmstrom unit. This Islanders power play brought to you by Genesis. Schaefer down the It's blocked by Tuck and cleared out. And here comes Riddick. He'll come out and play it. Almost gave it away to Tuck. He wound up giving it to Holmstrom in a tough spot. McLeod jumped all over that. Well, Kesselring in the box picked up an assist. His first point as a Sabre just before he took the penalty. Tuck goal.
It's gonna have a very useless power play here to kill off time. I don't even want to watch, but we will because I want to see them. I kind of want it to be in 10-0 loss. I want them to double their goals. If I'm Darsh though, I fire Patrick Waugh tonight. I just don't think he's the coach for the Islanders though, unfortunately, to fix the power play, or at least fire the power play coach. But I just don't think the Islanders and Patrick Waugh are getting along well because it just seemed like they're just like not playing hard, I think. But really hard to say though, you know.
37 seconds left on the power play. This isn't even the second unit anymore. It's a mishmash. Boquist and D'Angelo with two defensemen out there. They've got Shabanoff, Heineman, and Pat Joe. D'Angelo across the ice. Here's Boquist. Drags and shoots it. That's how it's been going for the Islanders here today as it goes off the leg of Shabanoff and loses some pace. Trying to work his way in on Boquist. One thing we haven't seen a lot of here this afternoon is D'Angelo steps, doesn't shoot. As Heineman goes back, that shot gets in on Lyon. And we get
guys, I think we're ending the stream here. I'm gonna save my streaming hours because I only have 2.5 minutes spare right now. So I'm gonna try to get another 2 minutes spare because I'm gonna need it for overtime games. So I'm gonna leave my streaming hours the same way it is now. So I'll see you in the next one. It's gonna be a 5-0 loss for the Islanders, maybe even 6 or 7. So we will see, but I'll see you guys in the next one, and hopefully the Islanders can do better next game. We'll be live on Monday night, 7:40 p.m. start time. Follow Nordic Hockey if you haven't already for other teams. And peace out, guys.